Hello all you World of Tanks fans, this is Ace back again with another one of my videos. Today I'm bringing you guys a little bit of an instructional video on both Pearl River, the new map that they added in 8.5, as well as the Tier 8 German tank, the Tiger II. The Tiger II has been out for a very long time. I think it's been out actually since launch, so it is one of the older vehicles in the game. That being said, if you're a new player and you're unfamiliar with some of the vehicles in the game, I really do recommend the Tiger II, and the Tiger II E100 line is a really good line to go down, with the exception of a couple vehicles in the game in that line that aren't too much fun to play, which I'm not going to go into right now. It's really fun. So Pearl River, I'm here right now with 1V Fist as well as Guardsmen here. And we run into a little bit of guys that don't know how to drive, a T50 and T26. Come on, guys. Let's make room for the big dudes. And what are you guys doing going down here? Anyway, enough about. You're always going to run into these kind of. You're always going to run into some puppies like this, but nonetheless, we're down here. And if you're familiar with Pearl River at all, I'm sure you've all played it at this point. Pearl River has pretty much, you could say, 3 areas of combat. This is Area 1 in my opinion. Area 1 is this very close, small canyon pass, if you want to call it that, up here in the northern section of the map. It's the fastest way of approach to your opponent's cap. However, the problem is that because it's so tightly knit, and there's only, the only way through is forward. There is no means of flanking. There is no other approaches you can get through. So it's really about playing the terrain and working your way down the enemy tanks and brawling it out in a very slow and meticulous fight. Whoever does more shooting and more accurate shooting and is more careful with their tank's HP is usually the team that's going to pull away the victory here. So the Tiger II excels in this area, and the reason why it does is because the Tiger II does best, honestly, in mid-ranges. You can snipe the tank at long range, but the Tiger II's got such a high HP pool that you're doing your team a disservice by staying too far back and sniping. Really what you want to do is you want to get into these mid-ranges where you can fire on enemy vehicles from stationary positions, peekaboo places, or peekaboo tactics, if you want to call it that, and work your way through the enemy vehicles. Right now, the first target I wanted to destroy was that T-29 over there. But because of those two mediums covering the T-29, I'm not able to engage and destroy that vehicle. So instead, what I'm doing is using the cover of that rock on my left-hand side, and I'm now keeping those two vehicles in place while the Super Pershing and the I-6 flank the T-29 and finish off that target. Tiger II's strengths really are that it has really no particular strengths other than its decent gun, decent rate of fire, and decent pen. The mobility on the tank is average. The view range on the tank is average. The armor on the tank is average. It doesn't really have any huge gaping weaknesses in any specific area. Maybe if you could say it's got any specific weaknesses is that its lower mantlet, which is the lower armor section. Let me see if I can pull it up in a second if I get the chance. But it's that small armor plate that's in between the 2 tracks below your machine gun point, that small little triangle area. That area there is the weakest part of the armor on the Tiger II next to the command overlay. And really, the tank can really be easily penned there. And on the Tiger chassis, there is a transmission unit that's placed right behind that weak armor, which makes the Tiger II prone to catching fire. So if you can afford to put a automatic fire extinguisher on it, I highly recommend doing so. If you're really quick with hitting the fire extinguisher button, go ahead and just equip the fire extinguisher. Personally, when I'm using a manual fire extinguisher, I find that using spacebar is the best way to do it. It's real quick, you can tap it real fast as soon as you catch fire, and it's just my preferred means. But always make sure you're angling your armor, take advantage of the terrain you're fighting, and just continuously try to get as many shots off as you can into your targets. Burning them down will get faster reload. If you're able to continuously fire, that time's going to make slowly make a difference, and you're able to sometimes even get the jump onto targets and get a quick shot off. But you know, it does well for these kind of situations. I'm able to aim at that AC mile as well as that low and those super Pershings. I know where the weak points are on those vehicles, and because the gun aims it accurately and it's got respectable pen, I'm able to focus in on those weak points and continuously pen them for damage. So don't be afraid to just get up there and get those shots in as you need to. But now with me down to 175%, and with us just literally at the cap, I'm really nervous. There's 2 artillery pieces still up, the fight's still going. It looks like things aren't going too well on the other flank, and you know, it could be anybody's game at this point. And I'll admit something about myself. Sometimes in late game, especially when I'm tired, like I was playing this game, I have a tendency to be overly aggressive in critical moments, and that's going to separate good games from great games. I've already had a really excellent game. I've gotten 5 kills, so at this time it would be wise of me to play a little bit more conservatively and move back to cover after killing that artillery piece. But instead, because I'm not thinking, I'm tired, I'm playing uber aggressive, and I want to get in the cap and start capping out, I expose myself to that Tiger P needlessly, and I end up getting destroyed. So I turn a great game, a game that's going to be great, from being an awesome game into just simply a great game. So always remember that, you know, sometimes it's good to fall back, even though you got a high HP pool. If you're low on HP, you're low on HP. And this full HP KV3 should have been pushing a little bit more and taking the hits for me. I should have been using him as a meat shield, or regardless of whatever the situation was, I should have been playing a little bit more conservatively. And once you die, you can't help your team out. So that's pretty much the Tiger II, guys. In closing, I'll just kind of give you a couple little footnotes on it. Great gun, good accuracy, respectable pen. Everywhere else in the vehicle is just rather average, and make sure you bring a fire extinguisher. So thanks again for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed my video, and you know, hope you guys also appreciate the new video editing stuff I did this time. Be sure to leave a comment down in the area when you get the chance. Be sure to let me know if you guys like this new video setup. I know it's a little bit more similar to what other people have been doing in terms of channels, but if that's not the case, if you feel like it's too flashy, it's not what you want out of a video, then just let me know, and I'll be sure to just go back to the old no bullshit format. So anyway, thanks so much, guys, and be sure to check out my channel and look for those new videos coming out soon. Take care.